just got home from doing an amazing photo shoot in my hometown about an hour away, which was super liberating. It was a photo shoot all about my expression, letting my rebel side out, and I really, really, really encourage you to do that in your own way. And honestly, it was so liberating doing that in my hometown where all the trauma started. So it's like, this is the aftermath. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are not striving to be perfect here, but we are striving to be expressive. And so, really cool story that I just told one of my clients is, like she's literally starting to live fully alive after trauma. Because yes, there is life after trauma. You deserve more than just coping mechanisms. But I I was doing this really cool like rock star pose where like I had black leather pants on. Stay tuned for the pictures. A shirt that was like showing down my boobs, but not everything. And I was like, I need to do a photo of me like screaming, because letting out my anger, letting out screams, like it's so healing. Like I don't know about you, but like sometimes I'll take a bath and I will just let out a scream, like the energy getting out of me, whatever. So I let out an actual scream while I'm doing this photo shoot. And there's a lady in a car a little ways away, and she had her window down, and she just sticks her head out and she's like, "Who are you?" Long story short, she has booked me for a speaking event at her amazing event all about self-expression. So let this be a reminder to you to follow your intuition, to do the thing that doesn't make sense, to be loud. And like a lot of people like think that you have to be calm all the time and that's what regulating your emotions are. Sometimes it is in the moment, letting out an expression. Like I could have just done a photo pretending that I was being rageful, pretending I was letting out my expression. But it was actually my photographer that was like, no, 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 like, let's see what you look like when you actually express emotion. So thank you to my amazing photographer, Tanya. And anyways, so I want to encourage you to do the thing that doesn't make sense, to go and open that doorway, or let the door open, allow yourself to receive the doorway that's opening up for you. And here, I'm going to put this down because actually it's hurting my arm. When you've had childhood trauma and you grew up, being terrified alone in your bedroom, when you grew up, panicked, and your parents didn't have the emotional maturity to nurture your true self. Instead, they put blame on you. They acted out. They acted like a child in front of you, and at the time you didn't even know. You're looking up at them going, "This is my definition of love." When you start healing, you're redefining love. You're rebuilding love within your body up. And it's very often though, it's like you're starting to dream again. You're like opening up all of these parts within you that you had in childhood, that you had glimmers of, but maybe you were taught to be wrong in it. You were taught to distrust yourself from it. We so many of us were. And so these parts start to come back because you're connecting back with this part of you. So many people only live this up, and it's really, really exhausting, and you'll burn yourself out, and you'll end up in a marriage that wasn't even aligned. It was just trauma bonding. But it's also really fucking amazing and brave that there are people who are healing their trauma inside of a marriage. You're amazing. But what I want to say to you is this. When you start to open that door, or you start to step into the doorway that's presenting it to you, you'll probably get like a vision or a hit or a glimmer, or like just a little taste of it, and it's like, oh, I want to do it. But what will come up in you is, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve it. What if I lose everything? What if I'm not enough? What if I don't have enough? So normal, okay? So normal. I had that when I first moved in here. I opened that door. I was like, what did we just do? The first morning when I moved in here, I was excited. I was aligned. But I also was like, part of me was freaking out, and it was the little girl in me going, we don't deserve this. What if this doesn't work? Okay, I'm almost out of batteries. So what I want to share with you is this. When you go into that, into the new doorway, the new beginning, allowing yourself to live worthy, allowing yourself to no longer look for what's wrong, even if your brain wants to remind you what's wrong. Can you please allow the new doorway to hold you? Let it hold you. This place holds me. The trees hold me. The beach holds me. I am not like, oh my gosh, if I do something wrong, I'm going to lose it all. It's not, I don't have to have that control. This is abundance. This is healing. This is wealth. This is living worthy. This is living brave. Let the new doorway hold you. You don't have to hold it all together anymore. Take a deep breath, exhale, and come join me in your Soul Talk Method Embodiment 2.0 version so that you can live out your life after trauma, because we're getting out of survival. We're getting out of survival. You deserve a life out of survival.